Hello, welcome to another vlog. November, can you believe it? Home stretch. I'm just enjoying this breeze that's coming. It actually today feels like spring. It is so glorious. I've had possibly the most relaxing morning I have had in a very long time. I was actually really stressed about it. Like there was a lot of chores that I had to get done and coordinate a lot of things, but I turned it around. Flies freaking everywhere, which is a sign of spring, right? So it's all good. Yeah, I had such a beautiful morning. Like I had a date with one of my kids and it was just glorious. There was lots of play equipments. There was lots of stressful moments. But I told myself, no, I'm going to make this a positive thing. Like, how wonderful that I get to spend this time, with my said child. So anyway, it was amazing. So you're not here for that. You're here for pottery. So let me fill you in. I put on a bisque fire, bisque fire yesterday. I can't with this fly. I can't. Can you concentrate? I can't concentrate. Okay, I'm back. So anyway, as I was saying, I put on a bisque fire yesterday of all the Smug Mugs that we made together last month, and tensions are high, mate. They're really high. Like it's at 300 and something degrees. I can't see because I haven't got my glasses on. And like I really just want to open it now because I'm so worried about the handles that we were attached together. Yeah, and I'm sure it's fine. I packed it and I didn't even take any like photos or film of me packing it or any of that. But I've like packed it to the very tippy top. I've got some workshop stuff in there as well. So hopefully over the next couple of days, we'll be able to unload that together. But as with every month, I don't know how, but every month kind of, I look around, I'm like, why has this stuff kind of everywhere? And so I'm going to do a reset. I was really hoping that I could open the kiln today. So I've got my notebook full of like glaze recipes and stuff because I wanted to glaze them all. But no, I guess we will be doing that another time. Last night I stayed up till I don't know, maybe 1 or 1:30 trying to plan for next year and all the things that I would like to make and like to tackle. But that's not for today. Today I want to reset the studio, really like clean up, all the little bits and pieces. Like I've had a couple of workshops this past week. And I've kind of let it get away from me a little bit. So I want to tidy up the maker's table and then do the floors and stuff. And I have a couple of commissions that I have to work on as well. I don't know if today is the day to throw, but then if not today, then when, right? But the biggest thing on the agenda is that I need to really do my maker's cut, the 29-second reels that I do every Friday. I haven't got one for this Friday. I was so wrapped up in the ghost, in Betty, that I just totally forgot that I need more. So today I really wanted to make, you know what I want to make? Do you think we should do something Christmassy, or is that too early still? Because I kind of want to do it over Christmas as well. Maybe we'll do a couple of Christmassy stuff and then a couple of non-Christmassy stuff. So I'll come up with some projects as I think of them, I guess. So that's kind of the focus for today, really. At least one video, right? I need to sort out at least one project. But other than that, there's so many jobs to get done this month. So I need to do my reclaims because I've now run out of my precious clay. I've got loads of like stoneware, which, you know, I want to start using, but the commissions that I have, it's for like particular glazes that work with cone 6, and so I do need to reclaim. And then that whole process is I need to make my plasterboards. I bought these massive, let me show you, oh my god, from Bunnings or MDF, you know, or wear boards, and I want to cut them the same size as my tiles, but you know, my tiles are so heavy and they've been like taking chunks out of my nails. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, I'm never going to stop using the tiles because I just love them so much, but I've seen tons of potters where they're like, they kind of just peel the pots off these wear boards or MDF boards and just comes off clean. And I was like, well, that seems like magic to me. So I'm going to attempt to cut them the same size. So like 20 by 20 centimeters and see how many we get out of. I've got 2 sheets. So that's one of the plans. Reclaim, making plasterboards. I want to make a couple of plasterboards. I don't know. Oh, and I was like, I don't know where I'm going to keep these plasterboards, but actually I bought myself a 3-tier, really strong shelf for the plasterboard. So I want to make it to that size, which is basically like one of the plastic boxes. So I have that I can roll around. Yeah, so they're my plans. But let's reset the studio before we do anything else, shall we? Let's get into it. Look at this shit show. It's such a mess, but I am going to sort it out. Okay, so I know one of the worst things you can do is have one of these in a clay studio, but I've got everything open. I've got windows, doors, shutters, everything open, and I'm gonna try not to fall over and step away and dust off. This is I don't know if you can see, this is a workshop piece. It is just so beautiful. It's a vase. It's going to be a vase. Oh my god, it is freaking stunning. Yeah, it's magical. It's just, and it's quite light. Like, I know it looks really big and chonky, but she's really light. So she's going to be drying for a couple of weeks. I'm not sure why I have so many bowls. What is the go here? Let me just get rid of these. Oh, I was using it as like a mold. So let's get rid of that. Oh, that's so cute. This is a maker stamp. One of the, well, Polly from last month. Remember I was telling you about Polly? It's a beautiful, I don't know if you can see, but it's a beautiful dress. And that's going to be her maker's mark. Because it is like, it reminds her of her mum's dress that she used to wear. Oh, I love it. These stories, you know. Down here, actually. See, what a quick reset. Like, and so impactful, right? Okay, pretty pumped about this because I just have fresh, fresh canvas for white clay. So this has been the one that I've been using. You know, it's all like marked, and I don't want to get it too close to the fresh one. But yeah, so I have one for red, and you can see like it just red clay just gets all up in your business. So I want to keep it as fresh as possible. And ideally, I would love to have actually gone and ironed it, just because it does make a little bit of a difference with all the creases, and sewing the edges is really important, but I haven't done any of that. And that's okay. So white clay, I'll go get some. Check this out. Beautiful, fresh white clay. Oh, it is so nice. Okay, let's get a rib. Compressing really well. White on white, can't really see, huh? You've seen me do this many times, but basically I put Glad wrap because it just has a nicer finish on things.
The night breaks and the darkness melts away when I walk with you.
Hey, let's do it. Ooh. I'm not so worried about, can you see like there's texture that's come through from the plastic? I'm not so worried about it. And so see, like I can't really use that again, which is a bit of a shame, but you know, life. All of these edges, I'm not going to worry too much about it. It's just a simple little cleanup, because I imagine there'll be like a massive cleanup in the end. So, placing one. Have you guessed what it is yet?
The footsteps are alive. The noise of the city disappears into the distance. The world will change.
All right, should we continue on? So yes, we should. Okay, so now basically we just got to start. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Just got to start. Let's start here. Okay, so just wherever it's touching, right? And I'm not using slip because it's just so fresh. It's just really fresh clay.
The wind caresses our cheeks. Your smile is so dazzling.
Okay, so I'm done with the wreath. I just brought you over here. Hello. Hi. Because I was like, oh, I really got to basically stuff around before I reclaim. But I thought the weather's so nice, I should just lay some out. So remember, these are just the gyprock boards, and I'm just putting some tea towel down, and I'll put one on top, and I've got another gyprock just there. Can I show you? Okay, just there. That's the bucket. Remember, they're 11 kilo buckets or 11 litre buckets, but I still find like I can't fill it to the top because it's just too much. Okay, so this is the situation here. I'm just gonna put piles like this. Maybe do half a bucket for now, and then another bucket. Oh God, I got it on my stuff. Another bucket, or another half a bucket later when I've gone through this. I'll just see how I go, hey? Okay, so this is my current situation. I've got batch 1. Hello, good morning. Today I have made a mess at the table again. It feels like I just can't get on top of it. Every time I have a workshop, I kind of like go, yeah, let's get this out. Let's get this out. Let's get this out. And then I get everything out and then I'm like, oh, shit, now I got to pack it all up. So I got to do that. I have to unload the kiln this morning as well. I've put on a bis fire before I went off to Sydney. And it's all done. It's just been sitting there. So I have to unload that. And ideally, I'd love to glaze them today. But I kind of don't have any space. I kind of have to tidy all the things before I can, you know, set out like a production almost and get the glazing done. I've also got reclaim. Do you remember? I don't know if I actually showed you, but also before I left, like I loaded the kiln and I also put out all my reclaim. And I think it's still a little bit wet, so I might still give it a couple of days. Maybe by the end of the week, I'll wedge it up. Yeah. But I am conscious I do have to throw some stuff as well. Like there's a whole list that's in my head, but also I'm like, I don't know where to start. So I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, but I've got coffee and I've got you. So let's do it. Okay, I'm just back. I just wanted to show you the shit show that has happened here. I mean, I know like it looks pretty bad. I was going to say, it's not that bad. No, it is bad. So let's just systematically go through and we can fix it up, hopefully. There's just a lot of like cookie cutters and stuff I want to have out really because I want to use it. I just find that, you know, every time I put it away, it's all well and great, but it's like then I don't use it. I'm like, oh, it's another thing I got to get out. So yeah. So let's just get through it, eh?
The night breaks and the darkness melts away. When I walk with you, the footsteps.
Hi. So I just opened the kiln. You know, it's not hot or anything. It's been cooling down for ages. We cleaned up the table together, which was great, looking much nicer so I can start setting up over there. So I just want to go through and make sure there's no damaged mugs. I have 3 spares in my hot box. But I'm really hoping I don't need to tap into them. But yeah, let's just go through and see. Yeah.
Back to your room together. Let's drink a warm coffee latte.
Unlucky last. Yeah, I think I'm pleased with the way they've all turned out. It might be okay. So I mean, first round of firing, I'd say that's a full-on success. But I'm holding my breath for the second one. I'm really hoping it goes smoothly. So my plan is to glaze all day today. But honestly, I think it's like turning into a migraine. So I think I really should go rest. But I want to not do that and actually see how much I can get done because I really want the kiln to be on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. And I kind of want to go to a Christmas shop tomorrow. See if I can get into the spirit because it's just not happening. But we'll see. If the weather is nice, then yeah, I think I'll do that. So that's why I want to, but I also don't want to rush it, you know. We'll see. Okay, I'll take you over there. Alrighty, look at my setup. Doesn't it look king? So I've got all my mugs in order, workshop pieces, randos. Is I'm going to take notes as I go because I think that will be quite important. because imagine. So I'll do that. Okie dokie. Let's start with the clear, which is all the way at the end, of course. That's how it goes. I almost want to put the heater on. I'm just that cold. Isn't that ridiculous? In the middle of November. The Southern Hemisphere. So just dusting off a little bit as I go, because I do think sometimes the glaze, what's it called? When it's bisque fired, you get those dust, the kiln dusts and stuff, and it's just no good. So still going for 3 layers. Leaving the edges, keeping an eye on the time. Just getting in these bits as well. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to keep it clear, because I wanted the letters to show up still. These are very inexpensive brushes, but I just find sometimes glazed brushes are quite expensive, and actually I'm very happy to pay the money, which I have in the past, but I do find that a lot of them shed like no tomorrow, and they don't last. Like, they don't actually, maybe I didn't buy good enough ones, but anyway, that's been my experience. So watercolor brushes I use for really fine detail work, and then acrylic brushes I just use, or like a art brush, like a student grade is fine. You don't have to go ahead and 3. I was just checking on my reclaim stuff, and actually I don't think I have a couple of days. I'm going to have to spritz it because the weather's been so weird. We've had really hot days and then really cool days, and so it actually has been drying out quite quickly. Yeah. So at some point I'm gonna have to tackle that. I can't tackle it today, like I'm in glaze mode now, so I won't tackle it today, but definitely a thing for tomorrow. Is anyone ready for Christmas? Like, are people doing Christmassy things? Are you getting into the spirit? Are you shopping? Giving in to the consumerism that is our world? I haven't yet. I say that, but do you know what I've been fixated on at the moment? And I know to set this up is gonna cost me a pretty penny, but it's a present to myself, which, I do often. I give myself lots of presents because I just think, like, if you don't treat yourself, who is gonna? You should show yourself love. But it was a gift to myself to celebrate the fact that I've been doing this now full time for a full year. And I don't know, this is kind of vain to, I think, talk about, and maybe a bit narcissistic. I don't know. If it is, I'm sorry, that is not at all the intent. But I am quite I am quite proud of myself. I have been nominated for the Small Business Award and have made it to the finalist list, whatever that, whatever that means. I don't think when you're running your own business, you ever get enough validation, and really you shouldn't need it, you just but that is very easy said than done, right? Like, I think we all kind of need that validation, and just doing this for a year and, being nominated by you guys, and it really, like, I can't actually tell you how much that means to me and for my business. Like, it means the world. And so I said to myself, I am so proud of you, little Norsheen. Look how far you've come in just a year. You're a miserable little Betty last year. This time last year I was fine because I had just quit my job. But last year I was just, and then like the doctor just pointing out the fact that, yeah, you can keep working, but you can just then have a shorter life. So why not do something you love? So that's kind of the catalyst of that. But anyway, sidetrack, sorry. So yeah, I was like really proud of myself. So I thought, what can I do to really like treat myself? I bought a couple of things here and there, and I was like, hang on, why have I bought this? This is not who I am. So I've quickly returned them. Yeah, because that's what happens sometimes. Ooh, shiny things, So then I was looking into, I love journaling, writing. You know this. I've talked about it my last vlog about, my PO box. Like, I'm so excited to have my PO box, and I want you guys all to be my pen pal. But I also really like journaling, and so I've been wanting you guys are probably like, you're so late to the game. It's embarrassing. Oh, sorry. It's embarrassing actually. But the Travelers Company journals, I know everyone's all over it, and it's just such a beautiful way of capturing, because I've really struggled in the past. Like, I walk around with a box, right? Like an actual box full of journals and stuff, because I just have so many thoughts, and I need a way to compartmentalize all my thoughts, and stuff for the business, stuff for my kids, stuff for family life, stuff for thoughts and feelings and all of that. And I just I was just like, oh my God, I think this traveler's journal is the key for me. I think it would really set me up to succeed. And it's also, the main focus will be for the business, because I think I would want like a watercolor paper section, and then I would want like a sketch section, and that would help me draw and plan out these, my designs and stuff, and then business ins and outs, calendar, like all sorts, so many thoughts. Anywho, but I don't want to make it so easy for myself where I just go, oh, I'll just spend the money and I'll go buy one, right? Like, that's not what I want to do. What I want to do is make one. And I know there's so many content creators out there that's just like gone ham on the subject and have been making incredible creations of these. Louise Carmen is the main one that I've seen like a lot of recreations of, and I don't really know how I feel about it. I don't know if I I think it's wonderful to say to yourself, oh, yeah, I'm going to give that a go. I'm going to have a crafty day and make that for myself. But at the same token, this business, a small business, a little studio somewhere, I'm sure, came up with the idea and making the things. So, I mean, it's not an original idea because the concept has been around for a long time. So I'm kind of in two minds. But anyway, I've settled on the fact that I'm going to make one for myself, mainly because that's just how my mind works. Like I just go, well, why buy it when I can teach myself a new skill? And I remember watching a potter, and she was saying that it's quite sad that her passion for pottery is now like work. And so she finds it's just work, right? So she finds it hard for it to be her happy place. And I never want to get to that point. Like I never want to do that. So I thought if I do something creative in other avenues, like in other subjects, maybe, I won't be so hyper focused on pottery. It won't become like my business and my pleasure. Like I will have some other things to do. Not that I need more things to do, but you know what I mean. So yes, so instead of buying one, I would really love to make one. So I'm kind of in the process of ordering materials. And no, I'm not going to film it and I'm not going to give you a tutorial because A, I know you come here for pottery, and B, I'm in no position to be doing that. Like I'm watching tutorials to, kind of figure out how to do things. So anyway, but I will show you what I end up with. So I've bought, this is controversial, I know, but I've bought leather from a reputable organisation in Australia, and I've paid premium for it just to make sure that it's not, you got to do what you can to do your bit. Anyway, so leather, not vegan leather or anything, it's just proper leather, because my intention is for, like everyone says, you want it to grow with you, right? Like you want it to be like heirloom quality, for it to be your companion for life almost. And I know that's never the case because you move on to the next thing and shiny thing, but like my intention is to have this companion. And at first I was thinking about making an A5 one. But I think it's just going to be too bulky and I'm just not going to gravitate towards it. So I want to have something that's like what is that size? B7? I don't know. Like, like the standard Travelers Company, the standard one journal. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I apologize. But anyway, I'm going to attempt to make one of those. Yeah, I just think it would be a good project to do over the holidays. I haven't decided whether I think I will. I think what I'll do is shut down the studio over December. People are away. I want to be actually resting, because rest is so much a part of productivity, and that's something that I am such a firm believer in, and I need to just not talk about it and just do it. And it's hard to, like, when you're doing your own thing, like you've got your business, and then you've got your patrons that you love dearly, and so you want to be everything to everyone, but you can't be. That's not reality, right? So you really need to go, okay, I need to fill my cup so then I can go ahead and fill everyone else's cup. And in order to do that, I need to have a little break. So I think the entire December, I'll shut down. So this will be, I don't know. So like, I don't know what that means for blogs. I'm literally like thinking out loud as as I'm filming. So I don't know what I'm going to do. My OCD kind of also is like, well, what, you're going to have only 11 newsletters and not a 12th one, and what, you're not going to have like a video out for December? But I think that is what is going to happen. Yeah. Anyway, enough talking. So I've just done the clear glaze on these, so they're done now. That's all I wanted to do with those, nothing else. Do you know what? I should figure out while I'm using a particular glaze, I should figure out what other ones need that glaze. True. Okay, let me do that off camera. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back again. So I just wanted to show you what I've done. I went ahead and put like the recipes for each one on a piece of paper, and then I've always wanted to do this as for collections, like, you know, I've just gone ahead and done that with underglaze pencil. Oh, this guy. Yeah. And basically, oh fuck, just ruined that. Fucking hell. But anyway, basically it should last through the firing. And yeah, it just helps me with my notes as well. The process is do the inside first, 2 coats. Yeah. Because it's a lot easier to get the inside done and then tackle the outside.
The starry sky outside the window. The time just the two of us continues. With those eyes that
Hello.
don't
So yesterday, I was a mess, obviously. I just couldn't concentrate. And then after we started glazing together, I was like, okay, I can do a little bit more. And then the power went out because there was this massive storm that came in and the heaviest rain. And I was kind of like, okay, universe, you win. So I grabbed my shit and I left. So that's what I did yesterday. But I'm really happy with the progress, actually. Like the system that I have in place, I'm really happy with. So I'm kind of going in with one glaze because there's so many layers to it and such detail work. Yeah, I came up with a little process that I think is going to really help me. But ideally, I would really like to get the kiln on, you know. I don't think that's going to happen. Just looking at the disaster that is over there. I'll take you along. Drinking out of my Betty Boo mug today. Isn't she so cute? And actually I've been finding the visor to be really like awesome as a handle. Sometimes I pick it up like that. You shouldn't, because like it's a bit scary. But it's really comfortable putting your hand on that. Like it's just been a vibe. This spot here is really comfortable for your hands as well. So I've been really enjoying it. And you know, because when you start to gravitate towards a certain mug, and I've just been gravitating to this. So yeah. Headache has subsided, thank God. This morning was lovely. So I thought I'd take a moment to have a chat. This morning we just took it slow. The whole family one of my kids at camp. So that's a whole other feeling that I have. Like camps freak me out. Sleepovers freak me out. But anyway, but we took a slow morning and we had like a date, like a morning date, you know. I think when you're parents, you kind of take any opportunity that you can get, and you know, you don't go, oh, we'll get dressed up and go out for dinner. Although I recently did that after many years, so that was really nice. But yeah, I just went to my favorite cafe with my favorite ladies. They were both there, Hannah and Georgia. They're just so lovely. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I did this morning. And so now I'm prepped for glazing. Am I procrastinating? A little bit, but I'm going to put my book on. I'm listening to The Book Thief at the moment. I read it back when it came out in 2005, 20 years ago. Holy moly. It's been on my list for the longest time. And so I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do it. So I'm listening to that. I'm gonna be a hot mess because it's getting to the, well, it starts off really sad. But it's getting to the really, really saddy bits, I think. I don't remember it, actually. I don't remember much of it, which is really nice. I just remember it's been my favorite book of all time, but I don't remember all the details. I'm like, oh, if I'm saying that to people, I really need to back it up with like core things that's happened from it. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I won't film a lot of the glazing because I think like when I'm doing focus work like that, it's distracting to me. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to talk to you, and then obviously from when I'm switching tasks, I'll give you an update from where I, you know, basically where I've ended up. Yeah. Anyway, let's get started, hey? Okay. Hello again. So I just wanted to show you what I've been doing. So you can see those have had their first layers. That's where I set up because I had to have the heater on yesterday because it was so dang cold. I've got my glazes over here. I've got, see these stacks, how I've got these stacks? They're kind of like the, you know, the layers like that I need with certain glazes. Anyway, I have a system. It doesn't look like it, but I have a system. So yeah, let me do some focus work and then I will check back in a bit. Good morning. Okay, so let me catch you up on what's been happening. So the last thing you would have seen was me saying, I'm gonna glaze all day, la, la, la. And then I got a phone call from school, and then days and days have passed. So anyway, I'm not going to give you all the details, but basically, one of my kids were a tiny bit ill, but not really. But anyway, the policy basically says that they can't come back to school. So I've had them at home for a long time, which has meant I've had to take all my glazing indoors. And it was actually not bad. Like, we chilled out and we watched a little bit of TV, we did stuff, I glazed, you know. But I finally got the kiln on, I think Thursday night, which was a couple of days after I intended to, but it wasn't too bad, to be honest. But there's about, so all my mugs are in there, workshops in there. There's about 20 hours of glazing in there, which is ridiculous, to be honest. I need to find another way of, because it's unsustainable. It's completely cooled down. It was ready to be opened yesterday, but I was like putting it off because I was so nervous. So let's get it open today. Today is freezing, as you can see. I'm wearing my jumper because it's about, I don't know, 9 degrees. It's windy as hell. I've got the shutters and windows, everything down. I've dealt with a couple of spiders. Woo! Anyway, let's get going, okay? Wish me luck. Hopefully nothing has shifted because it wasn't good. Here we go. Actually, wait. Okay, are you ready for this? I'm not, but let's do it anyway, okay? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay. Oh god. I need to ask. So these are workshop stuff. This was Phoebe's. Look how absolutely she won a petrichor, naturally, because it's stunning. And this is a little set that she made. So it's that, and it's like, so these three. What a beautiful trio, right? I love that for her. Oh, that was such a good work. Like I loved that workshop. Okay, this was her partner's, William. Oh, yes! Oh, okay, so my intention with this was not to, like, I wasn't going to glaze the inside. Can you see? I wasn't going to glaze the inside of the leaves and stuff, but it was just taking too long. And I was like, you know what? I just got to get it done at this point. But look how it's broke. Like, the glaze broke all over. And the details are stunning. I'm so glad I left that edge bare. Oh, no cracks, no nothing, flat, no warping. Good job, good job. This one was a new glaze for me that I haven't used before, and I just wanted to see how it would turn out. It's very nice. That's very sweet. That one wasn't a dud, but it was an extra. Okay, next layer. Oh my God. Hello, beautiful. Look at, like, the color on that. Holy moly. I love that one. A bit motley, that one. Oh wow, it's very you can see some of my stroke marks, which isn't ideal, but also love it. The Starry Night. Oh, and do you remember I wanted to do the collection number? That worked really well. Oh, I'm glad. I haven't checked the others. Ooh, nice drips. Oh, it's so pretty inside. I don't think you can see it, but it's really beautiful in there. Oh, that's lovely. They're so much smaller, aren't they? Every time I get caught out, every time I'm like, that's very little. Oh my God. This is the Midori. I love the Midori. Oh, the drippies. It's so pretty. Have you got a wobble? Are you okay? It's okay. Yeah. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Yes, yes, yes. So far, no, like, casualties, but I don't want to speak too soon. Oh, that's pretty. So that must be the same as that one over there. I can't tell you how valuable it is to be able to see all of these glazes. You know, these are the ones that I've been developing in my mind, and some of them I've tested, trialed, but it's so beautiful to see them all together and see what I like truly think of them. This one is very pretty, like a purpley, snowy. Oh, not what I thought it would be, but like with the heat work, who knows? Who knows what? Oh my Lord. This. Look at that. That is so beautiful. Oh God. And this one has like similar, but has pinks in it. Oh, that's so sweet. So sweet. Okay, next layer. These are nice. Look at this one. Oh my gosh. This is the Midori again. This one is so I'm seeing which ones I want to carry forward to 2026, and Midori is definitely one of them. This is Sandbar. Because kids. I like the sandbar. That's very nice too. Ooh, yes. This one for like Valentine's Day? Mother's Day? Ain't no hood like motherhood. Yep. That one's nice. So this one, I think I preferred that over that. So I think I like this one more. This one's the Sakura. Yeah, and I do prefer it more. Oh yeah, that's beautiful too. Oh. And petrichor. Still puts a smile on my face. Okay. Ooh, what? Oh, this was, I think it was Golden Meadow. That's very different for me. You know, I don't usually do browns and stuff, but how heavenly. There was a Golden Meadow and there was another one called Sunshower. And I can't remember. I think this is Golden Meadow. It's beautiful. Like, it's got the black accents through it. Very nice. Oh, Starry Night. I wish you could see what is going on in there, because holy madooly. Oh. These seem the same. Another version of Sakura, maybe? No, I still like that one. Gorgeous. All right, last layer. Last layer, everybody. Oh my gosh. I'm just so happy with the handles, like, so far. This one's beautiful too. So the next step is for me to photograph every single one of these bad boys, girls, ladies and gents. Oh. Okay. So I'm going to have to redo this one. This was one, it's not going to be. Damn, it's just such a beautiful mug. That's such a shame. It was one that I repaired. And I should have put in another one. Ah, dang it. Another Starry Night. Oh my God. Might have to carry that forward too. This one I don't think I will carry forward because it's very dark, and I don't think the two glazes, or however many glazes I've used on this, I don't think they like each other very much. And yeah, I know the problematic child in that combo, so oh my goodness. What's that one? Wait, let me overthink that. I'm so glad I've done that in the petrichor, because I think this one is actually for Kate. So she's ordered all of this as Christmas presents, right? So instead of, which is so lovely. Thank you, Kate. But this one, we were saying, what do you want? And I proposed couple, and she picked this one. I'm so glad she did, because this is just, and I'm just so glad that's in the signature Whistle and Page color. Like, I'm really happy. It wasn't, I didn't mean to do it. It just worked out that way. So yeah, you know, these two look like a beautiful pairing, don't they? Like don't they? They just look so lovely together, these two. And then maybe a blue, oh, and then the pink. Ha 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 ha! And then another one that I would pick with that is maybe one of the blues, eh? This, maybe, I'm not sure, maybe this blue? Do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a nice pairing, huh? Ugh. Joking. And then lucky last. Minding my small business. That's a nice size. That's good. Okay, so I've got 2 duds. Well, 1.5 dud. So I can make those up really quickly. It's not due till the 12th, so I still have a little bit of time, and this is why I wanted to get it done a little bit earlier, because if there are duds, then I can fix them. Anyway, so I just wanted to say thank you for hanging out with me this month. It's been a journey. This month, I was really productive, but I was dealing with a lot of stuff. It was feeling a bit existential, to be honest, but all good. And you know how yesterday I was saying, oh, I don't know about December. All right. No, I will be working through December. Actually, it makes no sense if I take all of December off. Like, that doesn't work. So I will be here. No vlogmas or anything like that, but I will have a vlog ready for you at the end of December as well. And then I think I'll knock off on the 22nd of December and then come back maybe the 3rd of Feb or something like that. Yeah. So have a really good break and then come back. But I wish you all the best with all your holiday planning, Christmas planning, your consumerism. Hope it stays, I don't know, it stays under control. Yeah. I know this month coming December is very tough for a lot of people, so take it easy, be kind, be patient, take care of, you know, service providers and service workers, like your checkout chicks and checkout boys, like, you know, they're feeling the pump as well. So be kind to one another, and I will see you next month. Thanks again. Bye.